We need some help getting a ban on asbestos.
Okay.
It's a carcinogenic. We've known it forever. It's used in all building materials, and it's killing people. And so we'd like a bill passed to ban it. And we need funding because the research is so limited. There's only $6 million from the NIC a year versus $600 million for breast cancer. We're not getting any, can't get any results if we don't have any money for research. And nobody's cured of meso. So that's about 3,000 deaths a year just from meso. Other related asbestos deaths probably in the tens and 20,000s. Where the funding has come for, say, breast cancer, they have about an 80% cure rate now. We're batting zero. So it's important.
And just so you know, he actually has it, as opposed to, there are a lot of representatives, families who are not here with us.
Because they passed on.
Yes.
You know?
Nobody didn't get the right treatment.
Treatment is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just fortunate.
My dad, this is my family, I lost my father to it. That's his grandson, my husband, his wife.
I lost my husband. He was for diagnosis of death 8 months, and very difficult death. Very difficult. Prior to that, he was
Well, my husband that was diagnosed in 4.5 months. Then it took too long to diagnose him even. They didn't know what it was.
Peel away.
So it's a man-made product. There's no reason that anyone should pass away from asbestos. It shouldn't be used in any of the products that, you know, the innocent people like people we love were exposed to. So we're here today to call for a ban of asbestos and increase awareness and funding for the disease.
What do you know about it?
Only that I've seen like ads on TV.
See?
Like, that's pretty much all.
Well,
I know.
part of the bill should be that attorneys that are making a fortune on it kick back 10% for research. You know, it's the last hope they have because tort reform in Florida, you can't sue any doctors anymore. So practices are down to 30%. So there's not enough meso patients to go around for these guys, so they fight over every single one. And they don't give anything back hardly, except to the political campaigns. Unfortunately, that's how it works.
What are you going to take the information? What do you do with it?
I just pass all this.
You just pass everything that we tell you right now. Do you pass on to them, or you just give them that paper and
I
it's
pass
like
all this on.
just that? And do you talk? You sit there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll do something about this?
I'm not sure. I'll have to pass on about it. I mean, is there a bill right now? Has anyone written a bill about it, or?
We're going to give, here's an article, it was in the Globe magazine about me. Kind of spells out the problems with getting diagnosed with cancer and the lack of getting a bill passed. Everything gets shelved and a new administration comes in and nothing gets done. So we're going to...
You know, you never know. It could be in this building even, asbestos. And if it affected some senator somewhere, maybe they would do something. No, but I'm saying if it affected somebody here, then maybe they would do something about it.
I know you asked.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it affected somebody in this building, then everybody else will say, oh, we should do something about it. You know?
Yeah, the bill was passed, but then it failed, and then, right, it failed. Yeah.
Congress passed the bill. The Senate didn't pass the
The
bill.
House passed it and the Senate didn't pass it. Okay. Okay. You know what bill number it was?
Yes.
I can look it up on it.
Was it the stand? Was it? It wasn't 742, was it?
It was the Toxic
Oh, 110.
Chemical Safety Act, 2010.
Possible standalone bill similar to the first veto ban on asbestos in America bill, 110th Congress. Senator Murray was a positive standalone bill similar to S 742.
Do you have any questions or anything for us or anything else?
Nothing I can think of now, but I'll give you my cards and if you want to drop off any other information.
Because I have an update on the latest bills and stuff I can send over to
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I can look up with this right now, and there may be something that I don't know about. Or in another bill, standalone. I'm not sure. Maybe something with the EPA.
Yeah, this is a shame. In '89, they actually passed the bill and the federal judge rescinded it 2 years later after large sums of money seemed to change hands from the manufacturers who defeated the bill. And Environmental Protection had spent $10 million trying the case and they ended up losing. And how many people have died since then? A lot.
60,000, that's 3,000 a year.
And a third of them were military, Navy ships and shipyards. And the Department of Defense doesn't give a lot of money, and they should, to research. They covered it up as best they could. They say they don't use it.
On the second page of the packet,
Yeah.
as far as the closest cancer is Hopkins disease with $16 million in funding. Meso's only getting $6 million in funding annually. Hopkins only has 1,000 people dying on an annual basis. So when you're almost at 3,000 dying and you're at a lower amount of money, the numbers don't jive. As far as on average, 3,000 people are diagnosed. 3,000 people on average die every year. As far as Larry's a minority right now that's living for multiple years. My father survived 4.5 months. And you know what as far as everyone says? Because he didn't survive very long, he wasn't worth a lot far as when you actually go to fight for what he died from. If he would have lived for 5 years or 10 years, his life or he would be worth more. Someone survives very
But if they would
little.
have had the right research and had information to help him, maybe he would have lived longer.